What is up, legends? Martin Legend with match number 2 of the Battle of the Best Position. Now, I'm going to quickly run through the team sheets, as when the game starts they don't give you quite enough time, so we can just see what we're working with. I obviously, as always, have my team sheets with me as well. So let's see. My squad and go. Okay, we have Dan Leonard, Alton Yankees, Falau Niua, Andre Pollard, Aaron Cruden, Colin Slade, Matt Tamua, Richie Mwanga, Damian McKenzie, Dan Carter, Bowden Barrett, George Ford, James Hook, Damian Willemse, Pat Lambie, and then the bench. For my opponent's squad and go. Let's see. Eben Etzebeth, George Downing, Lodewijk de Jager, Brody Retallick, Victor Matfield, Peter Steph de Toy, Courtney Laws, Sam Whitelock, R.G. Snyman, Kalkani Buka, Patrick Tubelotu, Dean Mum in inside centre, Brad Thorne in outside centre, Scott Barrett, he's got a bit of wheels, he's at right wing, and then Joe Launchbury at fullback. Okay, so personally think the locks have a slightly better chance than the props. I think we might see an upset, but anyway, let's get right into it and play match. I don't want to be anybody, and go. Controller has not been assigned. I don't care. I don't want to assign controller. Let's play.
International Stadium is the home.
Okay, I can skip all of this, seeing that we already went through the team sheets. Okay, let's skip all of this. Let's get straight into the action. And it looks like the Flyers are getting the kick by the greatest Flyer to possibly have ever lived, Daniel Carter, to get the kickoff on the way. Okay, Daniel Carter fly off on the way, and we have immediately Etzebeth. Okay, let's see. Will the locks make their power count? Yes, they do so far. Okay, and that is Scott Barrett. I don't think he's got quite the pace to run around them. Okay, so far the locks are retaining the ball, which is good for them. Okay, and that is Kalkani Buka with a bit of room, but no maneuvering. 13 is Brad Thorne, off to Bowden, out to Scott Barrett. There we go, we've got some space. And this is Patrick Tubelotu with a punt, and is this going to roll dead? I hope not, for the lock's sake. And the Fly-offs do pretty well by not touching the ball. So will the Fly-offs go for the scrum, seeing that they clearly do not have the advantage when it comes to scrum time? Let's see what they pick. Dan Carter is obviously my team captain. Okay, I think they're making a good decision, because the scrum is not their strength. Flyers are playing to their strength, but the locks are in the Flyers half. Etzebeth with a bit of a gap, and the locks should win the rucks all day long. Okay, number 9 was R.G. Snyman, the biggest scrum off in the entire world. Number 8 is Sam Whitelock. Scott Barrett with a bit of room to maneuver, and he tries to go for the step. Number 6 is Peter Steph de Toy. He's obviously got a bit of pace. And that's a drop goal from Kalkani Buka. Oh, trying to make all his 7's experience counts. And that is a try for Eben Etzebeth. The locks are on the board. Kalkani Buka, playmaker, making all his 7's experience count as the playmaker of the team. Let's have a quick look at the replay. This was quite phenomenal. The drop goal was almost there from Kalkani Buka. It's the 7th experience, I'm telling you. Knock on, kick through from Lodewijk de Jager. That's questionable, but they gave it, so I'm not going to doubt it. 5-0. Let's see if Kalkani Buka can convert. I'm sure he'd prefer to go for a drop goal than a place kick. And Kalkani Buka hits the upright, but he still slots it. 7-0 for the locks. Oh yeah, having an upset in the making. I would absolutely love it if this could be an upset. It will make things interesting going forward. Dan Carter getting things on the way again. Okay. And that's Lodewijk de Jager, Peter Steph de Toy, Dean Mum. Dean Mum is going absolutely nowhere. So far the Flyers haven't had any ball. That's just the only problem. They can't win a ruck.
Now he gets the ball away.
Kalkani Buka. And this is Patrick Tubelotu. Kalkani Buka with a punt again. And this one I don't think is quite gonna roll dead, and it just rolls dead.
So we should
Let's see
come
what
back
the
for the scrum,
let's
yeah?
see what the Flowers pick this time, if they learn from their mistakes. Let's see what Dan Carter goes for.
So they
They're
decide
going for the dropout again.
even though the scrum would have
The
been a
Fly
better
Halves
option
are
in this case.
definitely playing up to their strengths, but it's not working out for them quite yet. But they are getting ball at second half,
Then with the
which we
restart
could be
of the
looking at a
22.
tied game.
That pass was fired very flat.
And that's Peter Steph de Toy in a massive gap. If they score now, that's pretty much the end of the game. Oh no, that's second half. There was nobody, absolutely nobody supporting Peter Steph de Toy there, so he kind of had no other choice but to go for the
Neither
breakdown.
team managed to pull away significantly.
Flowers
in
have
the
had
first half.
13% of the ball.
Pretty good match so far.
Okay,
How
let's
do
see
the
what
stats
happens second
stack up,
half.
Justin?
Kalkani Buka getting us
Yeah,
underway.
you're not wrong.
The second half is underway.
Flowers, are they going to do better the second half? Can they win a ruck, their own ruck? It looks like it. Number 2 for the Flowers, Alton Yankees. Oh, the Flowers are in space. Dan Leonard immediately. This is the speed advantage.
I think it's there for the
Alton Yankees scrum off again,
the fend.
and he's just as reluctant to pass on the game as he is in real life. Number 9 is Damien McKenzie for the Fly Halves. Also very reluctant to pass from the base of the ruck. They should really spread the ball wide and go for their pace. Dan Carter switching direction. 13, that was James Hook, going absolutely nowhere. 12 is George Ford, going nowhere. Damien McKenzie still nowhere. We need some inspiration from the Fly Halves. Someone to just make something happen.
Laws takes him down.
Okay, number 5 is Aaron Cruden, and they're just going absolutely nowhere. The locks are just tackling like absolute beasts. Number 3 is Falau Niua, another 7th player. And that is Bowden Barrett. Just doesn't quite have the pace, even though he's probably one of the fastest guys in world rugby. Alton Yankees with a massive gap. Can't get anywhere though.
Cruden gets the ball to his support player.
Number 8 is Richie Mwanga, of course, built like a number 8. Damien McKenzie firing it
Finds
off.
a runner.
Daniel Carter, where's the inspiration going to come from for this to possibly
How do you go with the ball?
get away with the draw?
McKenzie has it out the
George Ford through to Falau Niua. It's the 7th players doing it in this format of the game. This battle of the best team, it's all about the 7th player. All about Kakani Buka and Falau Niua.
They're looking pretty good at this stage, aren't they?
Let's have a look if they can slot the kick, and I'm pretty sure we're going to a tied match then, which would make for some interesting things on the standing.
Remarkable.
Daniel Carter is never missing that kick, guys.
7-7.
They'll be looking to close this match out.
Ibn Etzebeth, the try scorer, is getting replaced, and he is getting replaced by none other than Cooper. Oh, there's quite a few replacements. I'm not going to run through all of them right now. Actually, that he was being replaced by Romain Waldrum. Quade Cooper came on for somebody in the Fly Halves.
Nicely taken in.
Okay, let's have a look what's going to happen now. Fly Halves with the ball. They could possibly still get the victory.
Now, can he find some support?
That is Brody Retallick.
Oh, they've only got a few
Offloads.
minutes to make something. Pass inside.
Richie Mwanga, oh, being tackled by Peter Steph de Toy.
Backwards.
The Flavs really just need this last little second of inspiration. Oh, and that's number 13, that's James Hook in the gap. Can he get it under the poles? And that is match for the Fly Halves. Like I said, as soon as they get ball in hand, it's going to be a completely different story. And all they needed was just a little bit of ball.
There's a real excited buzz around the crowd here.
The Flavs just needed some room to maneuver with, and that was the game winner was James Hook, and Daniel Carter is never missing this kick.
No doubt about that, Justin.
Okay, so 14-7 for the Flavs. I thought we were looking at an upset, but it was not to be.
And they get the victory.
Let's have a look at some stats. Okay, Nua and Hook, Etzebeth with a try, possession very even, territory even, line breaks slightly in the Locks' favour, kicks more from the Locks than from the Fly-Offs, tackles very even, offloads one from the Locks, nothing really in it. Okay guys, time to have a look at what the log looks like. Statistics. Okay, that's not what I want. Competition info, that's maybe what I want. Pool 2, nobody's played a match yet. Pool 1, midfielders are slightly ahead just because of points difference, but there's absolutely nothing in this entire competition. Anyway guys, stay tuned. Episode 3 coming soon. It's going to be scrum halves versus loose forwards. Anyway legend, as always, don't forget to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and as always, Martin Legend, peace!